Hello and welcome to ExtremeHealthRadio.com with weekly radio shows and articles with empowering information designed to give you all the tools you need to take back control of your health and your life. This audio blog is brought to you by the Juice with Drew juicing program. Now, I highly recommend if you're going to do a juice fast or if you want to reboot your body and completely change your digestion and get healthy again and have more energy, this is the program for you. Drew Canoli is an amazing guy. You can find him over at fitlife.tv, and we've had him on our show. He is incredible. He has amazing support and coaching and recipes and ebooks and guides and complete program that walks you through day by day how to do a juicing program. If you want to learn more about it, go to extremehealthradio.com/juice up your life. All one word, juice up your life. Or you could check it out in our store as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, today's article is called How to Change Your Diet, Eat Healthier, and Change Your Life Using This One Simple Trick. So are you wondering how to change your diet? Are you struggling with that? Do you want to eat healthier? Do you want to feel better, have more energy, but you just have no idea where to start? Well, in this article, I'm going to give you one tip, just one tip that I've used that has worked wonders for me and how it has radically turned my life completely upside down. So for those of you that do not know or have never listened to our show, I used to be the quintessential carbaholic, and I'm sure you are too, or most people are. I used to be addicted to pizza, bread, cereal, muffins, cookies, cakes, crackers, anything made with a grain for about the first 27 years of my life. I figured if it was made with some kind of flour product, I'd have to figure out how to wolf it down. Because I was really high, and I still do have a really high metabolism and loved working out and being athletic, I never really felt bad, didn't have any digestive problems, and I didn't start putting on weight. And so I was always into strength training and fitness all growing up, so the diet never affected me. But somehow deep down, I knew that my current diet was a complete joke. It was just horrible. I knew it. And I knew if I didn't change it, there would be nothing preventing me from collapsing dead of a heart attack at 35 years old, considering I was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy when I was 15 years old while playing basketball. But about a year ago, through some pretty intense scans, they recently showed that I have no signs of ever having had that condition. So that's pretty amazing. So I knew I had the fitness part down. I knew I was athletic and liked going to the gym and lifting weights 4 days a week and getting strong. I even had a good fit-looking body, but the thought of changing my diet and changing my addictions, my food addictions, it just seemed completely impossible to me. I used to think, how could people eat healthy? Isn't it just super boring? And do people really enjoy their food? Am I going to be one of those granola type people who completely hates what they're doing and hates eating all their meals, but just does it through sheer will, determination, and discipline? But man, was I wrong. So back to my diet. Whether or not you're overweight, I'm sure you can relate to the cravings and food addictions that I had. So how did I change my diet? I used one principle that turned everything I knew upside down, and it's the one principle I tell everybody to adopt immediately if they want to change their eating patterns. So did I cut out sugar? Did I stop eating processed carbs and grains? Did I limit my intake of sugary drinks like Coke? Here's how easy it was. I call it subtraction by addition. Sounds easy, right? You see, fortunately, our stomachs are finite. That means they can only hold so much food, and if this weren't the case, this principle would just simply fly out the window. So what does exactly subtraction by addition mean? So let's look at a sample breakfast. So to give you a real-world example that was pretty similar to the breakfasts I was eating long ago, I would usually have around 3 or 4 bowls of high-sugar cereal, 2 pieces of peanut butter toast, along with a muffin with regular dairy milk from conventional cows. So because I first started becoming allergic to the milk in my early 20s, the first thing that I changed was I switched over from cow milk to almond milk. And it sure tastes a little bit different, but it wasn't that big of a difference. So the next step I started to do was instead of eating 3 bowls of cereal, I switched it to 2 and replaced that bowl of cereal that I wasn't eating with a piece of my favorite fruit. And I did that for a few weeks until my body got used to it, and then I started having 1 less piece of toast while adding in another piece of fruit. After a few months, I was down to 1 bowl of cereal and 1 piece of toast with a few pieces of fruit. Eventually, I moved to smoothies with avocado in there with lots of healthy fats in order to keep me full over the long period of time. Let's look at one of my sample lunches. My lunch would usually consist of some kind of turkey meat based sandwich, some potato chips, either some chocolate chip cookies or a double chocolate chip muffin that I used to eat, heat up in the microwave, along with a Coke or a Pepsi. My diet was just horrible. So now that I had my breakfast under control a little bit more, I figured it was time to tackle lunch. So it took me about 3 months or so to get my breakfast habits changed and for me to feel satisfied after eating a healthier breakfast. Now that I stabilized, the next victim was going to be lunch. I adopted the same exact principles. I started replacing each bad item with a healthy item. I would force myself to eat the healthy items first, and that was huge for me. You see, you have to eat the healthiest things first. This isn't about nutrition or diet at all. It's about changing our brain patterns and addictions and getting rid of our addictions using the very thing that feeds those addictions. See, food is a tricky thing because it's unlike any other addiction because it's the only addiction that you have to wrestle with on a continuous daily basis. You have to eat every single day. With drugs and alcohol, you can walk away from these things forever, but with food, it forces you to be kind to yourself every single day. And I realize there may be nutritionists out there that would disagree with the order in which I ate these foods or the combinations that I ate them in, but I wasn't going for health in that moment. I was simply changing my addictions to food. And eventually I would cut out all cookies and muffins and replace them with things like kale chips, raw crackers, and healthy snacks. Eventually I got rid of the sandwich as well during lunch and replaced it with another smoothie and some other fun treats that were full of enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. So it's called subtraction by addition. Once I got my breakfast and lunch sorted out, after about a year, I felt pretty relieved and good about myself. I thought to myself, how was I able to conquer my food addictions like that? That's crazy. And then it suddenly dawned on me that this whole process took about 12 months or a full year to transition slowly and steadily to a healthier diet. And that was only just 2 meals out of 3. And most people don't even make it that far. So what about snacks? Back then, I was addicted to Baskin-Robbins milkshakes, ice cream, pizza, hamburgers. So what I would tell myself was that I had to have one single item every day, no matter what. For me, I chose a nice alkaline green vegetable juice. So I would allow myself to eat anything I wanted that day in any amount as long as I had my green juice that day. So once I got into the habit of making a daily green juice, I would add in a green smoothie. Then I'd add in some of my supplements every single day. Then I'd add in a superfood protein shake. Then I'd add in a green salad with each and every meal or a medicinal mushroom tea every day. Pretty soon I had so many things I was doing each day that my stomach had no room for dead foods. And you don't want to know the best part about all this? This is the most powerful piece about the way I did this. I didn't crave any junk food for that point. I think my body was full of minerals, vitamins, and enzymes, along with phytonutrients, that I never even craved that kind of food again. In fact, I didn't even consider it to be food. Why would I want to destroy my body with food like that and feel horrible after I ate it when I can make something that tastes just as good that's going to support me in the direction of my dreams? It didn't make any sense to me. So there you have it. That's the subtraction by addition principle. Don't focus on any of the food that you're eating that may be bad. Only focus on adding certain things in that you consider to be good. Maybe it's green juice, green smoothie, whatever it is, or a salad with each meal. Just get comfortable doing one thing over the course of a month and then add something else in. And never focus on the food that you're eating that is bad. So do you have any current food addictions? Have you found any tips or techniques that have helped you overcome them? Go ahead and comment below. So here's a quote. If you make a decision to change your life, take baby steps. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Learning a new habit is like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. If you would like this article and you want to make a comment, please go to extremehealthradio.com/JAB237 and you can check out all the links in the article, as well as make a comment and let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for listening. And if you like this type of information, please help Kate and I out by subscribing and leaving us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. We'd greatly appreciate that. All you have to do is go to iTunes and sign in. Head on over to the store and type Extreme Health Radio, all one word, to leave us a rating and review in iTunes. We'd greatly appreciate that. And don't miss out on any of our cutting-edge radio shows on natural healing with authors, scientists, and doctors that teach you cutting-edge natural healing protocols that are incredibly empowering. Also, if you'd like to grab our free gift to you called Lessons from the Miracle Doctors, written by John Barron, that sells for $20 on Amazon, we'd love to give that to you for free just for signing up, and you'll get it immediately. It's got tons of natural healing protocols like how to do a coffee enema, how to make a green smoothie, how to do a castor oil pack, incredible tools to help you heal naturally in your life. So join the thousands of others who have already signed up for this newsletter, and we'd love to send it to you. Thank you so much for listening.